with the mountains to one side and the woodlands teeming with life. Bustling Kaohsiung is Taiwan's major maritime city. Both day and night, the lights flicker across the bay, the mountains and ocean playing off against each other. These tree-clad mountains have grown and learned alongside the city of Kaohsiung. This is Taiwan's first national nature park, the ShouShan National Nature Park. ShouShan National Nature Park is located in the southwest of Kaohsiung and includes Banpingshan, the old city of Fengshan, Guishan, ShouShan, and QihouShan, with a total area of about 1,123 hectares. It is a small yet outstanding nature park. Civilian groups have promoted and urged the government to conserve its abundant nature and cultural resources by designating it as a national nature park. The passing of time and the changing of the seasons seemed to have echoed the local stories of Kaohsiung. Refreshing rain showers leave a beautiful early autumn scene before the eye. Walking along the winding mountain trails, we see the flowers between the stones and in the gullies, taking a deep breath. Autumn is the season of fruitfulness. The falling leaves and gentle breezes compose their own seasonal ode. The ground to which the plants are attached tells a story of millions of years. The geological structure of ShouShan is divided according to 5 chronological strata: Gutingkeng Formation, Kaohsiung Limestone, Qijiao Formation, ShouShan Limestone, and modern alluvial and colluvial formation. The terrain we can see today was formed when the tectonic plates moved, compressed, and bulged, creating many folds, joints, and stratification, forming the ShouShan and Banpingshan we can see today. The surface is mostly formed by coral and limestone. This lends credence to the theory that ShouShan rose from the bottom of the ocean, following a long process of erosion, alluviation, and precipitation by surface and underground water. A large number of caves, stalactites, stalagmites, stone pillars, stone walls, and other unique geological features have been created. Vestiges of the past can be glimpsed with a careful observation of the surface. Traces of human life in the area around ShouShan dates back more than 2,000 years. It is speculated that the Mikado or Taijia-Liang tribe once settled here. The stories tell of how they planted thorny bamboo as a fence to defend against invading pirates. The word for thorny fence in the Mikado language is takao. This sounds like dago, which is how Kaohsiung is rendered in Japanese kanji and is the likely origin of the name Kaohsiung. In 1661, the army of Koxinga came to Taiwan and set up the military service system. In 1683, the Qing dynasty replaced Koxinga and ruled Taiwan. In the middle of the Qing dynasty, Taiwan opened its ports to foreign traders. The British came to the area, setting up a consulate and a consul's residence. At the same time, in order to increase marine defenses against increased Japanese maritime presence, the Qing court built a fort and a lighthouse. These important cultural vestiges are still evident today. Their construction and subsequent use brought economic prosperity, but also a cold winter to the local ecosystem. Taiwan's first cement factory was built here during the Japanese occupation. This heralded the start of industrial and economic activities on ShouShan. The factory was later run by the Taiwan Cement Corporation until 1992, when concern for conservation led the government to halt the mining of limestone. The equipment of the factory had been in place for 80 years. While it had promoted economic prosperity, it also signaled an ecological catastrophe for ShouShan and Banpingshan when the cement industry closed down and trees were replanted in the area. The ecology gradually recovered. Moreover, when the KMT government relocated to Taiwan, the Ministry of Defense made ShouShan a restricted area in the name of national defense, thereby inadvertently conserving the area's abundant ecology. The scars of history were like the onset of a desolate and cold winter. While signs of animal life seemed to grow scarce, the warm southern location of the tree-clad mountains ensured the continued harboring of abundant life. ShouShan still wears a jacket of green in the winter, with the foliage of banyans, paper mulberries, and the multitude of vines. Strands of wintry red and yellow leaves delicately adorn the mountaintop. Tree dragons that normally do push-ups on the trunks of trees have hidden away for the winter. The animals of the forest and the residents of the city await the arrival of spring. The warm sunlight shines on the ground strewn with fallen leaves, starting the life cycle of the park. When the Arretia resinosa comes into blossom, there are already many ermine moth larvae feeding on the leaves. Colorful insects gradually start to show themselves, covering the plants of ShouShan with orange spots. The unique insects and butterflies of ShouShan come on stage performing a beautiful and tender dance. How delightful! The most famous wild mammals on ShouShan would be the Formosan macaques. They are not only unique to Taiwan, but are also the only primates originally living in Taiwan, apart from humans. Due to feeding by humans, the macaques on ShouShan have greatly increased in numbers and have changed their primitive way of life. From an environmentally ethical standpoint, it is really important that we rebuild our relationships with the macaques. You can also see other rare flora and fauna. The Amorphophallus henry and the Amorphophallus hirsutus only open up after the spring rains, revealing their grotesque yet unique flowers. Spring is the season of hope, when local concern for the land gradually grows in strength in Kaohsiung. Environmental ethics come to the fore, like spring sunlight sweeping away the cruel winter and warming the land. In order to protect the abundant ecological resources of ShouShan and to pursue sustainability. As early as 1992, local environment protection groups were pushing to set up the Kaohsiung ShouShan Nature Park. After many years of effort, the Construction and Planning Agency, Ministry of the Interior, finally agreed to establish the ShouShan National Nature Park in 2009. From the grassroots, a rapidly growing civilian force stood hand in hand with the natural ecology. forming a powerful force. The fate of the land was changed for the better. Local governments could hear the volume of local feeling towards the protection of cultural and natural ecology, so we actively considered how we could work together, which led to the successful opening of the National Nature Park. The park's administration is divided according to its specific resources. Initially, there is a general administrative division, a special landscape division, a historical conservation division, and a recreation division. The coastline west of ShouShan is the only remaining natural coastline in Kaohsiung with uniquely collapsed terrain. You can enjoy beautiful sunsets, the waves lashing the rocks, and watch the ships going into ports. How can we protect this rare natural coastline in the face of the pressure of economic development? After the summer solstice, following the rain showers of late summer, the plants of ShouShan grow with vitality. Blood orange, imperial yellow, and crimson flowers bloom. Fruit hangs from the branches, attracting silent yet busy insects going about their business. If you go up the mountain at this time, as you stroll through the trees, you can see butterflies fluttering through the flowers. The land is full of vitality. The ShouShan National Nature Park is home to more than 100 species of native birds, among which are many rare species unique to Taiwan. On a fine afternoon, the forest is filled with the sounds of birds dancing and playing on the branches. Such a thrilling sound. The area enjoys a tropical monsoon climate, which brings life to many plants unique to Taiwan. There are more than 800 species of plants, including the largest and densest area of dai fig bushes in Taiwan. That's why we want to meticulously conserve this ecological treasure house. The Geodorum densiflorum is a rare orchid only found in central and southern Taiwan. When it flowers, its head always droops, as if it is telling us in a low voice that we have always lacked a spirit of modesty in the face of nature. Since becoming a national nature park, many more changes have started taking place. Our most important mission will be how to make appropriate use of these beautiful woodlands and how to work together to protect this land in order to enable this precious urban green area to sustain itself. The ShouShan National Nature Park is a garden we should protect together. We should maintain it with higher standards and higher expectations. We should work together to ensure these urban green lungs remain green and are sustained for generations to come.